Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Learn With Me. I'm your host, Christopher, and today is episode 3 of Calligraphy. I hope you all have been practicing, because today we're starting on the alphabet. All that line work and all those squiggles will now be combined to create letters. Yay! However, I do want you to note that I said combined and not joined. This is where we're going to get into our topic today, and that topic is cursive versus calligraphy. Now I'm going to start here with the A, and let me see if you notice the difference here. Okay, so I'm going to just start with a cursive A, for example, and then we will do a calligraphy A here. Remember, this is called Learn With Me, not Learn From Me, so I may get it wrong quite a few times. But did you see the difference there? Did you notice something different? Though it may look like I simply chose a different style to write the A in, there was a distinct difference. Let me know if you caught it. And while I continue to practice here, let us look at the definition of both those words. So we have cursive and calligraphy. And cursive, which is listed in my American Heritage Dictionary, is designated as handwriting or printing in which the letters are joined together. Calligraphy, on the other hand, is considered the art of fine handwriting. Another way it's been put is by looking at Merriam-Webster dictionary. It describes it as an artistic, stylized, or elegant handwriting or lettering, or the art of producing such writing. And the first main difference here, maybe you caught it as I'm doing this one more time. There we go. Is that we are not joining letters. Every action that we're doing here in cursive is one single fluid motion, whereas in calligraphy, it's all about those individual strokes and squiggles that we were talking about. So we'll continue here a little bit, because obviously I need to practice on this. And I'm not sure how far we're going to get today. Ooh, that is hideous. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. But essentially, we're going to continue to talk here about the differences between the two. And I'm just going to go along, and I may note when I stop at a certain point, or when it's a point where it might be useful to know some information on the individual letter I'm working at. But we're just going to continue on our topic here. And cursive, in a loose sense, is essentially assembly. So let's see if I write cursive out here. And you may notice that I am actually using red instead of black. And that's because I ran out of ink. So if you are doing this course and you're practicing, you may have noticed you ran out of ink. With our particular pilot pen here, we're going to need to buy the specific ink for this. I already went out and tried to buy some, and it is a specific cartridge for this guy, just FYI. So if you're running out, make sure you find pilot ink. But yeah, our cursive is assembly based. It's just letters that we know that are all done in one continuous line. That's how it works. Think of it as like a customer who buys a disassembled piece of furniture from a retail store. He simply takes the pieces he has and he pulls it all together to form, like your basic end table or something like that. Now, that is based on a design that was just simply something that was in the store. Like, they grabbed all the pieces, they put it together. It doesn't form like a chair. It's only designed to be an end table. Now, calligraphy on the other hand, is more like joinery. Stairs in a home, for example, cannot be store-bought. A carpenter must create the pieces to fill the space. However, that doesn't mean that the stairs must be the same design as the end table. They don't have to inhabit the same color, style, or materials. Their final construction may be as plain or as elegant as the carpenter wishes them to be. So in essence, both are fixtures of home. However, where one was designed to quickly meet a need for the many, the other was designed to be specifically catered to you. And you kind of notice that when you're drawing, because it feels like you're drawing. It doesn't feel like you're writing when it comes to calligraphy. You're creating your own style, your own essence to the piece that you're working on. And as you can tell, my A's seriously need work. Like I said, this is learn with me calligraphy, not learn from me. So it's okay to make mistakes because we're all learning together on this. Okay, I'm running out of room. Let's move on to the B. And again, just because I've run out of room doesn't mean we stop. We'll still need to keep practicing to make sure what we're working with ends up here. So we can at least learn the basics of how each individual stroke or squiggle blends and works together. It's kind of like an art form that you just discover. Yeah, I mean, it does, like I said, have rules and a way of going about them. But again, it's rules of squiggles and lines. That doesn't lock you into place like cursive, where you're stuck only doing one uniform line. Like a capital C does not have to connect. So let's grab that capital C here. And we'll just go like that. And then, for example, I can do an A right next to it. I don't have to connect them like in cursive. Or the amount of strokes that you use to form one letter can be as few or as many as you'd like. So let's try going back to that B here. And we'll just pull it down. And following the instruction, we end up with 2. Or we could try, let's see here. Let's do line here, line here, line there, line there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can keep adding, we can subtract. It is not set in stone like cursive is. That's why I keep saying it's okay to make mistakes. You learn through them a new way to create your specific style. So we'll continue back on the B here. And if you are following along with the parallel pen, again, adjusting your grip to figure out what's going to work best for you. That line here was a little bit thicker than this line here. I mean, granted, it did bleed a bit, but essentially, move that pen around. Get a feel for which way you like to go with it. Honestly, my B's are starting to look like L's. Let's see what we can change here. So, make it, let's make it wider. Wide and down. Okay, and connect, but connect a little bit over. Okay. So let's go. There's my problem. Making the B portion of it too small. So, again, it's all learning and practice here. That's a little better. Just trying to figure out how to make it work. And again, I'm pretty, when I'm out of my comfort zone, as in I'm out of the examples, I can just go crazy wild with it. So for me, I like having a little bit of structure. But some people, it's just, I'd rather not have that structure. I'd rather do it my own way. Okay, there we go. Let's do C, D, and E, and I think by that point we can finish it out here. But yeah, that's also kind of why I like doing this so much, not just the calligraphy aspect, but doing a bit of research. Like my own personal idea of calligraphy was simply just elegant writing. That's about it. And according to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, it's not just elegant writing. It's style, it's form. It's way more than just, oh look, I'm fancy. It truly is an art form. So let's see here. We want to do one continuous motion. So that's not too bad. See if we can get that thinner. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can combine the two here. Ugh. Maybe not. Let's try this again. Looks like it's more of a sharp turn, so. Because she wants you to grab it and pull it. A little bit more of an arc. But yeah, let's see here. Let's get closer. Try this here. Yep. Again, it's just going to have to be practice. But we'll get there. Now let's try the D. I'm actually quite interested to see what that does. So up, down, and up. Ah, okay, I like that. I like that one very much. And again, remembering the light and the heavy, that is what really helps for me. Also learning where to press, but also learning like how to change up your pressure as you're going along. Because me trying to flick too hard actually created a larger line here, and it's not really what I was after. There we are. Let's try this again. Go up and over, up and over. Yeah, there we go. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. We'll do the E here. It's just grabbing it. Now, this one actually is just one stroke based on what she has here. Let's see here. Okay. Yep. Again, definitely gonna have to practice. But that is what the worksheets are there for. Now I'm making a C. Let's try that again. It's a whole lot better. If only I could get it to grab going down. There we go. That's what I wanted. Just make that a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. And again, seeing how they did the line spacing and the spacing between the top and the bottom, it isn't an exact science. Like, you're learning the basic structures, but obviously calligraphy does not adhere to the rules as much as you think it would. And it's really quite freeing if you have a specific style that you're going after, or if you want to change your style. But yeah, I think we'll do one more D here and we'll wrap it up. And hopefully you are enjoying this series and what works, what doesn't work, and what is going well for you. Yep, looks like a lot of practice, but we'll get there. So, thanks for tuning in. I think we'll continue our letters. Looks like F makes sense, and we'll go from there. So, while I'm away, practice, 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 and until our next Thursday, I will see you then. Cheers!